Which is you won your first national?
My journey was actually very, very fast. Not many can do that, you know.
Saina Nehwal break that Chinese hegemony onto the floor. She was the first Indian woman who became a #1 ranked badminton player in 2015.
Very serious looking Saina Nehwal.
बड़े academy में मुझे भेजा गया when I was 9. By 13, I was in the senior Indian team.
How you picked up badminton as your passion?
तो रिस्क लेने का एटीट्यूड बहुत है. आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाई माय पेरेंट्स टुक लॉट ऑफ रिस्क टू पुट मी इन अ स्पोर्ट व्हिच वाज नॉट वेरी पॉपुलर. नहीं, आप एक्सेप्ट करते हो कि आप कुछ नहीं हो, मुझे बेस्ट बनना है वर्ल्ड का, तो वो बेस्ट बनने वाले 2-3 ही रहते हैं. स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन इज़ लाइक अ बेबी. अगर आपने हल्का सा लड्डू ज़्यादा खा लिया और उसने नहीं खाया जो वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 है, वो गोल्ड मेडल लेके चले जाएगा.
So what sports taught you for life?
From world number 2, I went to world number 9 because they are catching me. There are like 8-9 Chinese players. They are not 1-2. You know, they are all of them who are working on me. But am I working on all of them?
Chinese player, Indian players इतने अच्छे क्यों होते हैं? And why they win so many medals? When someone runs through your life, your matches, your journey, you are doing excellent between 2012, 2015.
I remember even my national matches, district matches, all were very, very close matches, and I must have lost everything like 20-20, 21-19, and that is even more torture to take. You know, why it is 21-19? You know, I should have lost 21-10 at least. उसमें ठीक लगता था.
How you used to manage those situations? How you handle those setbacks? There are sports person who turn up for a training. There are sports person who turn up to compete. There are people who turn up to win, and there are people who turn up to dominate. So what was that reason why you were performing so well when you were in a crisis situation or you were on the verge of losing and then you bounce back?
My mom, you know, she was like, she's going to be my Olympian.
सुना था कि she slapped you at point of time in
Yes,
childhood.
yes.
Hardest thing you did in your life to achieve this status of the rank? Welcome to the another episode of Wellspun Life Unscripted. So we today also would have another unscripted story coming from a middle class girl of an India who made India proud. So there's a book called David and the Goliath written by Malcolm Gladwell, and the book argues that, so we all know the story of David and the Goliath. David was a shepherd, a very small kid, defeated a giant creature called Goliath, and the book argues that there are giant organizations at point of time has been defeated by a very smaller organization within the same industry, and the reason is the perceived limitation at point of time get converted into a strength by exposing the limitations of those giants, which are to a greater extent hidden. Why are we talking David and the Goliath story here? Because we are going to talk about a person who did a similar kind of an act, but as a country we require to understand what she actually delivers. When you talk about running, when you talk about marathon, when you talk about a sprint of 100 meter, normally it's been seen that the African who normally captured that. And when you talk in Africa, particularly there is a Jamaican who was very good in terms of 100 meter race. If you'll go into the history, 1983 onwards, not a single non-black person have won 100 meter medal. When you talk marathon, it is the Kenya, again an African, a black who drives this. It's very difficult to defeat them, and the reason is naturally the genetic, the way they have been lived, the way they have grown up. Those sports has become a culture in those countries. The same thing happened to a badminton, where China kept on dominating these sports on a ground. The story we are going to capture is of Saina Nehwal. We firmly believe this is an underplayed story. People have actually not realized what she has done. 119 consecutive weeks, China ranked #1 in badminton. In history, not a single Indian girl or a woman become #1 ranker in a badminton competitions or badminton world. Saina Nehwal break that Chinese hegemony onto the floor. She was the first Indian woman who became a #1 ranked badminton player in 2015. Her achievement cannot be measured in terms of the number of medals she has won. She won Olympics, she won many other gold medals, other tournaments. There are other sportsmen also have done the same. But what she did to badminton is what the Kapil Dev's team did to India in a cricket by winning a 1983 World Cup. Imagine Zimbabwe is defeating India in cricket, I think it's a next to impossible dream. And the same thing she did when she defeated Chinese player and becoming number one. So, and that's where we said her story has been underplayed. So and it sounds very easy when we are talking on a camera, that you become number one, so great. There are so many people who play sports, they become number one. But no, Chinese were controlling. We all understand the Chinese aggression. We know their spirit. We know how they train their sportsmen. We know how they prepare their kids for an Olympic, probably 15 years well in advance, and mentally penetrating their mindset. At the end of the day, challenging them on a court and becoming number one was a remarkable thing she did. And that's where we said her story has been underplayed. This is the third time I'm repeating this statement, because we as an Indian require to understand the achievement she has delivered. We all are proud of her. Welcome, Saina Nehwal, on Wellspun Unscripted.
Thank you, sir.
And really, I think you also would not have an idea what you have done. But when you see the story from a distance, and when you really understand how Chinese play on the badminton, this is a rare feat probably an Indian have done, and we are not sure in how many years in near future probably an Indian would be in a position to do it. So thanks for making us proud. Thank for bringing this particular glory to this country, and whatever praises we use as a citizen of this country for you is less for us. And thank you for featuring in Wellspun Life Unscripted.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
How this happened? Have you dreamt of doing this at any point of time when you started your career?
No, sir. Actually, I think at that point of time, I started playing in 99, and I am from Haryana, Hisar, and my father got promoted and we moved to Hyderabad. And, I was a big sporty person. I used to love sports, and I don't know why. It was not that I used to watch sports on TV or something like that, but I just had that quality कि मुझे, sports खेलना है. I used to see my parents play badminton in club in Hisar, and I should not play badminton because they were playing, and I used to go and play all other sports, say swimming, table tennis, kabaddi, kho-kho. I should love playing all sports, and sometimes my mom used to actually shout, come back, have food at least, you're playing non-stop. So after school, I used to at least play for 4-5 hours there. It was always there. I think love for sports, I don't know how, but I always had it. In fact, once sports day was happening in the school, and my parents didn't know about it, but I just put my name for running race myself, and I won the race. I got the trophy with me, and my parents were shocked, who told you to do this? I said, I just wanted to see how good I am, and I did that, and they were surprised with that. But they were happy that I could get the trophy, and these were the small things which I used to like basically. And when we moved to Hyderabad, there were so many doubts that how will I make friends, the language and school, everything will be different. But initially 1 year, my parents knew that after school she wants to do something. She can't be playing alone like this. There were karate classes which were happening next to my house, and I did karate for 1 year.
Okay.
And I'm also brown belt in that.
Great.
I just missed one belt because it was getting very difficult for an 8-year-old to do that. They used to make you do some difficult stunts which is required to make you tough. And I think for me it was it was getting difficult. In fact, the coaches were saying just one more belt is left, just continue this. But I was like, no, so nahi hoga mujhse. And I just, maybe I should have completed it. I understand now, but at that point of time, I think the body was not ready to take that hard training. And then I told my dad, maybe some other sport which is not, जहाँ पे मार खाने ना पड़े इतनी. And he said, okay, fine, let's see which other sport is big in Hyderabad. And then I think destiny played a big role. I went to the summer camp in Lal Bahadur Stadium, Hyderabad. In fact, that year, coach was saying that you are late for the admission, come next year. But my father was like, just see her play. If you like it, just maybe she can join this summer camp. Somehow the coach gave me permission to play some badminton, and the first shot which I played was a smash.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I just see my parents play and I could hit a first shot as a smash. How is it even possible, by seeing how much you can learn.
Muscle memory, yeah.
I mean, by seeing how much you can learn. It's just that I held the racket for the first time. And he was like, wow, beginner hitting a smash is a great thing. And I think she should join the summer camp. I think I was lucky like that to join the summer camp and start playing. In fact, I didn't have a role model or someone to look up to at that point of time, because it was not so easy for us to win titles in badminton. Yes, we had Prakash Podkone sir doing well, but he also was retired by then, so there was no female player who achieved so big, or none of the Indian players were like there in the limelight continuously winning at the highest level. There were many national champions. There was Gopi sir who was doing really well, and there many other players who was doing well nationally. And but I just started as a normal, a kid just wants to enjoy the competition and make some friends in the in badminton, and I should love that kind of different training which the coach used to make me do. But all thanks to my parents for understanding that she's liking it. She wants to push as hard as possible. She wants to give tough fight to all the girls and boys out there. In fact, my mom is a big tennis fan. She's a housewife and she loves Steffi Graf. In fact, my name she put was Steffi Saina.
Okay.
And when I moved to Hyderabad, the school was like, which name should we put? They just put my name as Saina Nehwal, but everyone in Haryana knows me as Steffi. And when I started doing well little bit in the summer camp, I started defeating the other girls out there. My mom, she was like, she's going to be my Olympian. She's going to
At
be
that age she started saying this.
I mean, imagine if they're just 9. She already manifested and she already started thinking about Saina becoming a great player. But I was talking to her, all this while, and I was like, what are you even saying, By now I understood what badminton is because I'm playing it every day. I was like, China, Korea, Japan, itna acha khel rahe hain. How can you even think about me, standing on the podium? We didn't have anyone consistently performing at that level. And after me joining summer camp and started doing well in the district championship, state championship, and winning the nationals of under 10, under 13, in 2001, Gopi sir won the All England Championships. So by then I understood what high level badminton is, because Gopi sir is doing well at the highest level. But still we didn't have any female player, or still we didn't have anyone in the stadium like playing at that highest level, and I could see them every day and say that I want to become like her. So still we had only the national level players whom I can just look up to and say that yes, I will become a national champion. And I was trying my level best. By the time I was 11, 12, I was already winning the seniors as well. And by 13, I was in the senior Indian team. So all this thing went really fast, and it was all because of my mother's support and of course their sacrifice. My father asking loan from bank and from his friends for rackets, shoes, and also so that I can travel by air and not get tired so much, because he could see my progress happening really fast. And and not thinking about what I will get in return, not thinking about how much money will I earn from this sport. They took a big risk, but they were very sure that I want my kid to be a champion. So finally the target was champion. It was not about what she's getting in return. And both of them were on the same page, which I think really helped me a lot. He also, my mom made sure that she is going to travel with me for all the matches. I know it sounds strict. She was very strict with me during ट्रेनिंग सेशंस
ऐसा सुना था कि she slapped you at point of time in childhood.
Yes, एक बार नहीं, काफी बार मारा होगा. तो वो एक बार जो मारा था वो सब मेरे फ्रेंड्स के सामने. After I played really well that match, actually I was very surprised. I played really well. I lost the match, but I came out of the court and she was like, "Did you really play well?" I was like, "Yes, I played excellently well. But you have the capability to winning this match. Do you understand that? You can't be satisfied with this." Of course, she was someone who was not satisfied with me playing well. She was someone who wanted me to win. Basically, her mindset was a winner mindset. And as a housewife, obviously वो कुछ ज़्यादा सोच रही थी, क्योंकि बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि she just thought के बच्चे को चैंपियन बनाना है, तो वो एक पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वो सोच रहे थे. बट इनफैक्ट माई फादर इज लाइक दैट, कि वो बोलते थे यू प्लेड वेल, एंड ही वाज लाइक गिविंग मी दैट काइंड ऑफ सेटिस्फैक्शन कि तूने अच्छा खेला, नेक्स्ट टाइम ट्राई योर लेवल बेस्ट एंड सी इफ यू कैन विन द टूर्नामेंट. सो आई हैड बोथ. आई थिंक एक एग्रेसिव पेरेंट है, एक बहुत ही शांत पेरेंट है, एंड यू नीड वन person behind you to to make you champion like a mad person. I think my mom was like that. And you can see whoever is one at the highest level will have a person, whether he
Absolutely.
or she is a coach
Someone-
or a trainer or a parent who will be behind them continuously. And many people might say कि बहुत torture है, बहुत tough है. तो अगर आप वो torture और वो नहीं सहेंगे तो आप champion भी मतलब वो सपना भूल जाइए. It's up to you if you want to become a champion or if you want to just be a player who is just playing, having fun. वो आपके ऊपर depend करता है. It's your opinion. But अगर आपको champion बनना है, there's lot of things which goes into that. It's a struggle. It's a tough thing. You're breaking your body every day. You are going to find it difficult with your coaches and parents because they are going to shout at you for small mistakes. They are making you alert because you are capable of winning at the highest level. Why don't they shout at everyone? They can shout at everyone and they can think that everyone can be champion, but they shout at very few people. This I understood when I was growing up. Yes, at that age I was
Actually,
thinking,
you were young, you were kids.
I was kid and I was thinking I will become a doctor. My father is a scientist. Why should I struggle? Why should I even train on Sundays? I want to rest. Why am I pushing so much? Why I love doing this? Why I love pushing myself? So I think it was my nature for pushing hard, pushing more and more, and I was not giving up. In fact, sometimes my coach used to say, you can train little less, it's fine. But I was like, no, until I don't complete this, I think I cannot rest well. So my attitude was like that. I wanted to complete everything and sleep well. That was the way, I was trained, I think. And I'm happy that whatever I achieved was really early, in early age, 12, 13, 14, I was playing at the highest level internationally. I got the chance to see top players at a very early age. So when I am experiencing something like that, on court, if there's world number one playing and I'm watching her play, so I can learn a lot of things, that how she's playing, what is her attitude, how she trains after the match or before the match in practice. So I can see all those things and learn a lot from that. So I think that also made me very experienced, and exposure was very, very good, I think. And it really helped me to win first championship by 15, 16 Philippines Open. I defeated world number 3. I was world number 200 at that point of time. But everything in my career was really fast, really good. In fact, getting Gopi sir as a coach in 2003, he stopped playing because he got knee injury and he couldn't continue, and we were only 13, and we were blessed to have him as our coach, and he helped us to understand how to win at the international level. So the journey from national level to international level, I think he was a very big support to all the players at that point of time who were the same age. So that's why I think that age group was also like, we have to push hard, we have to really do well. Whatever the coach says is like हमारी जब भगवान बोलते हैं वो ही है, वो ऐसा बन जाता है.
Every sport, the once coach says that is the line.
Yes.
They don't.
So I think that's why me, Sindhu, Shrikant, Pranoy, Kashyap, Guru, all of us, Sai Praneeth, we were like a group of players who were blessed to have him at the right point of time, and we could achieve a lot. We have a lot of titles under his guidance, and I think it was a great experience. I think
two things. Sorry for interrupting
Yes,
you,
yes.
but you made two interesting observations.
Yes.
And I think it's probably a lessons you have learned throughout your life, which you're sharing with another viewer. Number one, you said you learn through observations.
Yes.
And that's a fact of life. And I think that's what people believe they learn when they read or they learn when they do, but you learn when you observe, you learn when you think,
watch,
you learn when you watch, you speak. So that is something which people should do. Second, the psychologist we were talking just now,
Yes,
the sports
yes.
psychologist,
Yes.
I can connect now what he said to what you've been saying right now, because he said there are sports person who turn up for a training, there are sports person who turn up to compete, there are people who turn up to win, and there are people who turn up to dominate.
Definitely.
And the way you've been saying you have grown up, it is very clearly saying the mindset your and your mother to win and to dominate. And
Yes.
I think we are assuming this could be the one of the major reason why you drive it out to this extent. One request, and this is very unscripted, very honest. We captured genuine thing. Then the request is this, that please don't call me a sir, because the day one we interacted,
yes.
this is really becoming very embarrassing and challenging and learning for me, because see, I have grown up in corporate and I have seen manager, general manager, vice president, assistant vice president, CEO, all are working, and imagine, this is a lesson for all our colleague, our corporate professionals, that I do not know you, I am calling you, I am talking with you, you are a Olympic medal winner, you don't understand who is calling from the other side, and you are straight away saying sir. Now that kind of groundedness we are rarely seen, no? And normally people have not done, probably they are a vice president, they are GM, and they behave like a god, and probably they may be deserving, they may not be deserving. In your case, if you don't deserve, you don't reach to this height, and still you have been saying sir, and that is really great lessons learned for me. I change my communication and conversation with lot many people after interacting with you on a phone. From where you develop this? Because it sounds easy, it's very difficult to implement in life. And it's come very naturally to you.
Naturally.
So I can sense it. It's not artificial. The sir is coming very naturally to you. From where this is gone in your blood?
I think somewhere from my dad. I think he's very, very down to earth, and his nature is very soft and very, like, I think from when you see such good people from childhood, you become like them. You know, I've been in front of so many good people, well-behaved people, and naturally you learn all these things. And of course आपने भी जो अपने करियर में अचीव किया है, जिस पोजीशन पे हैं आप, तो ये मैटर नहीं करता है कि क्या एज है आपका या क्या यू नो कैसा, मतलब आपने वो स्ट्रगल करके आप उस लेवल पे पहुंचे हैं. आई थिंक वो नेचुरली दिल से आता है. इट्स नॉट दैट आई एम मैं किसी को ऐसे ही बोलती हूँ, बट जो मुझे हमेशा मतलब मेरे साथ काम करते हैं, या मैं कभी भी आप देखेंगे इंटरव्यूज में या जितने भी मोटिवेशनल टॉक्स होते हैं, जहाँ पे भी जाते हूँ, वो मुझे ऐसे ही बोलते हैं कि आप हमें सर क्यों बोलती हैं. मैंने कहा इट्स ऑल नेचुरल. आपको रिस्पेक्ट जो है मेरे दिल से आता है. एंड मैं कभी किसी चीज को, एवरीवन नोज कि मैं दिल से बोलती हूँ. देयर इज नथिंग लाइक, आई एम नॉट समवन हु इज वेरी,
No, but very few once reach to a height
yes,
can sustain with that. Very few.
हाँ,
And that's, I think, a
you
great
have
thing.
to be down to earth. You have to understand कि आपको जो चीज़ें मिली हैं इज बिकॉज आपने हार्डवर्क किया है, आपने नॉन स्टॉप इतना अपने आप को मतलब मशीन की तरह बनाया है, तभी वो लेवल पे पहुंचे हैं. तो आपका भी स्ट्रगल मैं जानती हूँ सर. इतने इजीली आप जिस पोजीशन पे हैं वैसे तो है नहीं, आपने भी बहुत काम किया होगा. बनना तभी होता है जब आपकी जो सराउंडिंग्स हैं वो वैसी होती हैं, और वो आप डेफिनेटली वैसे ही बनेंगे. जब तभी मैं बोलती हूँ जो पेरेंट्स आपको सिखाते हैं वो ही आपके साथ हमेशा रहता है. टीचर्स कोचेस भी सिखाते हैं, लेकिन वो बाद में आते हैं. आप स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं या आप स्टेडियम में जाते हैं तो वहाँ पे 30-40 बच्चे होते हैं जिनको देखना पड़ता है. बट घर में तो 2 लोग हैं जो आप पे देख रहे हैं, आपको देख रहे हैं और आपकी परवरिश कर रहे हैं. तो आई थिंक दोज आर द पीपल जो आप बनते हैं, उन्हीं का ही रिजल्ट होता है. तो मैं तो यही मानती हूँ. एंड आई थिंक दैट्स वाई जो एक एटीट्यूड आया है डाउन टू अर्थ या यू नो जो भी चीज़ सही से करने के लिए, इट्स ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ माई पेरेंट्स. एंड मैंने कभी ट्राई भी किया होगा थोड़ा बहुत एटीट्यूड दिखाने का, या थोड़ा बहुत हाँ मैं बेस्ट प्लेयर हूँ. आफ्टर मे बी आई वॉज 20, आई वन 3 सुपर सीरीज बैक टू बैक. थोड़ा बहुत आया भी मुझे, बट दैट इज व्हेन दे वर सेइंग इट्स नॉट शूटिंग यू, मत करो ये.
क्या हुआ था एग्जैक्टली?
मतलब थोड़ा बहुत दिखाने के लिए वे भी स्टेडियम में दिखाया होगा. माई पेरेंट्स यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज कम, यू नो, माई मॉम और डैड, दे यूज्ड टू कम फॉर माई ट्रेनिंग सेशंस एंड ऑल दैट. You better train well, you know, because you're getting all these things because of your training, and it's not suiting you because you're someone who likes training. I was never someone like, you know, जीत गए तो शॉपिंग करना है या अच्छे कपड़े पहनना है. I was not that show off, तो मुझ में था ही नहीं. तो ये क्यों कर रही है? This is trying to act different. So immediately my coach, my parents, everyone was like, you know, if you want to be number one, if you want to achieve the best, we can just tell you one thing is that you have to be consistent. वरना unfortunately हमारे country में it's not like कि आप एक बार अच्छा करते हैं and then you are there always. You'll have to be consistent to show results. That is when you people will keep following you. That is
And
when
your
you'll be
acceptance
there
will come.
in front of everyone. Otherwise, it's definitely we all love cricket. Cricket is one of the best sport and it will always be there. तो उससे match up करना is how are you going to match it up is always going to be consistent performances, consistently being there in top 10 and proving yourself again and again. I think that's why maybe I was blessed to be in top 10 for almost 12 years, becoming world number 1, playing 500 matches. कितने हारे होंगे मैंने मैच, कितने जीते होंगे, बट जो भी थोड़ा बहुत एटीट्यूड बीच में आया आफ्टर बिकमिंग वर्ल्ड नंबर 2 आई थिंक इन, उससे पहले मैंने कभी मूवीज शॉपिंग कुछ भी नहीं, मतलब एवरीथिंग वाज फर्स्ट मूवी आई वेंट व्हेन आई वाज 21, और उससे पहले शॉपिंग तो पूछिए ही मत, मेरी मम्मी करके आती थी मेरी शॉपिंग, मुझे तो पसंद भी नहीं था, लेकिन इट वाज ऑल लाइक ट्रेनिंग एंड आई यूज्ड टू एंजॉय इट. ऐसा नहीं था कि आई वाज मिसिंग playing with toys या when I was 8, 9 or 10 or I was missing friends और ऐसा कुछ नहीं था, because life was so busy. Life was busy with proving that yes I can be the champion, standing on the podium, country के लिए अच्छा करना, who gets the chance to serve the nation, and I was someone who got this chance, and I can't thank my parents enough for that. But I think एक जो आपका नेचर है वो हमेशा वैसा ही रहता है, चेंज ना करे तो बेटर है.
और one more observation and curiosity also I have. I met lots of sports people and I've seen very closely to them. You and this all people look very young.
Yes.
They look very energetic.
Yes.
They are very fresh. They are very positive. They are very optimistic.
Yes.
So I know your age is not 21 and we don't want to know your age also, but you look somewhere 21, 22. So this reverse aging is actually happening in sports, because when they're playing on the ground, their body, their skin is often a different thing, and subsequently throughout their life, you feel they're aging very slowly. For example, you see Sunil Gavaskar right now also on TV. Like, probably he would have left cricket a long time back, but he still look really near to who he was when he was playing.
Yes.
Same Sachin Tendulkar, if you see, we met Amol Majmudar, and these people don't age. So actually I'm asking this, that is it reverse aging is possible in sports, or do we require to do some research on this?
I'm going to be 36 now.
Okay.
And thanks for the compliment, sir. But I think it is all about training. The better you train, the better you lift weights. I'm not saying you blindly lift weights, because weights is something which a trainer should be there with you to help you out. Right. And otherwise, there are a lot of other things like playing some sport or treadmill or cycling, or you have a lot of cross trainers, you have a lot of exercises which you can do. Only thing is, we as Indians are very very smart, very intelligent, but we don't push ourselves physically that much. वो फिर से I think फिर से मैं बोलूँगी पेरेंट्स से ही आता है. I've seen my parents play from childhood. I don't know why they used to play. In the club they used to play maybe 2-3 hours of badminton with their friends. एंड वो एक दिन भी मिस नहीं करते थे. तो मुझे भी आई थिंक उनसे ही ये एटीट्यूड आया है. और जैसा आपका लाइफस्टाइल घर पे होता है, आप वो सीखते ही हैं, यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. तो मुझे लगता है कि आई थिंक पेरेंट्स अगर वो स्टार्ट करे समवेयर, दे गो एंड प्ले सम स्पोर्ट, कोई भी स्पोर्ट हो, स्क्वाश हो, पिकल बॉल हो, बैडमिंटन हो, टेनिस हो, एंड यू टेक योर किड विद यू, दे ऑल्सो विल स्टार्ट लर्निंग कि मम्मी यहाँ खेल रही, सो आई ऑल्सो शुड प्ले अ लिटिल बिट एंड सी हाउ इट इज. तो वो इंटरेस्ट तभी बढ़ेगा. And I think for me, I think that's why also I got this quality by seeing them, play a lot more. And yes, because we have pushed ourselves for 20-25 years with that kind of intense training, pushing for almost 10-11 hours a day, and playing at the highest level. So naturally, I think body is little bit अभी भी मतलब वो टोनिंग रहती है, वो कंडीशनिंग रहती है, मसल रहता है. यस, मे बी अभी तो थोड़ा टाइम हुआ है रिटायर होके, तो आई थिंक स्टिल वो थोड़ा मसल ये सब है बॉडी में, बट आई हैव टू मेंटेन इट बिकॉज आई एम यूज्ड टू दैट काइंड ऑफ लाइफस्टाइल बचपन से. सो आई मेक श्योर आई डू लॉट ऑफ जिम, लॉट ऑफ स्वेटिंग आउट, lot of good exercises to be in shape, because तभी आपको अच्छा खाने का मन करता है, अच्छा रेस्ट करने का मन करता है, और नींद भी अच्छी आती है. तो I understand the office people, they have lot of work, they have to be seated full day, लेकिन जितना आप वॉक करेंगे, जितना आप एक्टिविटी करेंगे, इनफैक्ट when I travel Europe or different countries, जो ऑफिस में लोग जाते हैं वो इतने फिट रहते हैं. आई मीन दे लुक सो फिट. दे कम टू जिम एवरी डे, दे डूइंग 2 hours ऑफ जिम, एंड मैं देखती हूँ इतने हेवी वेट्स उठा रहे हैं, ट्रेनर्स हैं उनके साथ, ये कोई स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन है क्या, बट दे आर ऑल
Office people.
ऑफिस पीपल एंड दे डू इट
बढ़िया.
मॉर्निंग बिफोर गोइंग टू द ऑफिस एंड आफ्टर फिनिशिंग द ऑफिस वो उधर एटलीस्ट 1 घंटा लगा के ही जाते हैं. एंड दैट इज हाउ द लाइफस्टाइल इज इन
Yeah.
यूरोप या अब्रॉड. जो भी उनका माइंडसेट है, आई डोंट नो, दे वांट टू लुक गुड, दे वांट मतलब उनको उन पे कपड़े अच्छे लगे या जो भी है उनका माइंडसेट. बट आई थिंक इट्स अबाउट फिटनेस. तो अगर हम भी इतना फिटनेस पे ध्यान दें तो अपना नेचुरली हेल्थ ठीक रहेगा. आप अच्छे से डाइट रखें, आई थिंक वो भी बहुत हेल्प करता है.
And
But,
culture, no, they have office
yeah.
for life.
Yes.
They don't have a life for office. So that culture
Yes.
is making a difference.
सो वी कैन चेंज इट. अपने घर से चेंज हो सकता है. सो अगर आप भी अभी से मे बी अगर आप शुरू कर देंगे थोड़ा बहुत वेट्स, थोड़ा बहुत साइकिलिंग या क्रॉस ट्रेनिंग, देन इफ यू आर टेकिंग योर किड विद यू, आई एम श्योर डेफिनेटली उसको भी लगेगा कि हाँ मुझे
हाँ, करना है.
करना है. तो दैट्स हाउ इट इज.
Sorry, what will be your advice to our parents, because you yourself have passed through a life, you have traveled world, you have seen lots of kids while
Right.
you have traveled, and you have observed your parents also. So what advice you would like to give to parents right now?
Few things like I just mentioned also, whatever you do, the kid will understand or learn. So it's more about even how much ever money you have, या how much ever you feel कि हाँ मेरे बच्चे के लिए काफ़ी है ये. तो I think that is not something which is very important. पैसा चाहिए for your happiness, obviously, जो आपको दुनिया देखनी है, जो आपको कपड़े चाहिए, आपको ज्वेलरी चाहिए, कार चाहिए, उसके लिए पैसे चाहिए फॉर श्योर. बट फाइनली हैप्पीनेस आपको उसी से मिलता है जो आपका काम है. यू कांट लिव विदाउट योर वर्क. ये सब चीज़ें तो रहती है. इनिशियली यू फील लाइक हाँ मेरे पास सब कुछ है, बट देन आई अंडरस्टैंड विद माई एक्सपीरियंस कि जब तक मैं कोड पे नहीं रहती हूँ या आई डोंट पुश हार्ड, तो ये सब चीज़ें भी मुझे इतनी हैप्पीनेस नहीं
Valuable
देती
नहीं.
है. तो मैं पेरेंट्स को ये बोलना चाहूँगी कि अगर आपके पास सब कुछ है, सपोज अच्छा घर है, गाड़ी है, मेक श्योर यू आर ट्रैवलिंग. मतलब वॉक से काफ़ी चीज़ें करते हैं या साइकिलिंग से काफ़ी चीज़ें करते हैं या काफ़ी स्पोर्ट में अपना ध्यान देते हैं या काफ़ी जो आपकी ईटिंग हैबिट्स है वो हेल्दी रहे. एंड देन यू ट्राई एंड टीच द किड टू, आई नो फोन इज क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग नाउडेज विद सोशल मीडिया एंड मुझे भी काफ़ी इंटरेस्ट करती हैं वो चीज़ें. लेकिन इफ़ यू डोंट कीप इट अवे फॉर सम टाइम ना, वो आप का एक पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ बन जाता है. एंड इट बिकम्स लाइक आपको उसी में ही अपनी शांति मिलती है मेंटली कि हाँ मैंने ये सब रील्स देख लिया, हाँ मैंने देखा कि जो दूसरा बच्चा है वो मुझसे बेटर कर रहा है, मुझे भी वो करना है. सो इट्स ऑल अबाउट जो उसमें दिखा रहे हैं वो सीख रहे हैं हम लोग. बट अगर जो आपके पेरेंट्स सिखाते हैं कि आप फिटनेस करो, आप अपने हेल्थ पे ध्यान दो, अच्छा से पढ़ाई करो, मे बी पेरेंट्स कैन सिट विद द किड फॉर सम टाइम टू एक्चुअली टीच देम, मतलब पढ़ाई करवाए इंस्टेड ऑफ ट्यूशन. भी ऑब्वियसली जाना चाहिए, बट पेरेंट्स को खुद भी उनके साथ बैठना चाहिए, थोड़ा स्ट्रिक्टनेस दिखाना चाहिए वहाँ पे. आजकल के दोनों पेरेंट्स काम करते हैं, ऑब्वियसली दे वांट टू वर्क एंड इट्स देयर, मतलब उनका खुद की मर्जी है वो. लेकिन अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आपका जो बच्चा है वो बेस्ट बने वर्ल्ड में, और आप चाहते हैं कि आप अपने बच्चे के नाम से पहचाने जाएं, एंड आई थिंक यू विल हैव टू बी मैड बिहाइंड द किड. या तो फादर को सैक्रिफाइस करना पड़ेगा या मदर को. अगर दोनों काम कर रहे हैं तो इट गेट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू टेक केयर ऑफ द किड. फिर मुझसे काफ़ी पेरेंट्स पूछते हैं कैसे बच्चे को चैंपियन बनाया जाए. आई सेड पहले तो इतनी बड़ी कार में आप छोड़ने आते हैं,
बात
फिर
सही
उसके
है.
पास आईपैड है, सब कुछ है, उसको किस चीज़ की कमी है. वाई विल ही और शी विल वांट टू
बहुत सही
स्ट्रगल
बात.
एंड अचीव दैट बिग थिंग्स इन लाइफ. हो सकता है, पॉसिबल है, बट वो अपब्रिंगिंग वैसी होनी चाहिए कि उसको वो नेवर गिविंग अप एटीट्यूड, वो एक पैशन उसके अंदर आ जाए कि मुझे अच्छा खेलना ही है. And also in school, there are a lot of events which I do in school, but I see that class के लिए, पढ़ाई के लिए तो काफ़ी alert तो हैं ही teachers and the kids, but जब PT period का time आता है, then I think it's only 30 minutes and
Formality.
by the time you reach the ground it's 15 minutes, गोलगप्पे मारने में वो सब में चले जाता है. But I think when you really want someone to achieve at the highest level, you will have to start early. वो स्कूल में ही हो सकता है. 6-7 साल के बच्चों को, मतलब अगर PT पीरियड आप पुश कर दीजिए, मतलब 1 घंटा या कुछ थोड़ी देर उनको खिलाइए, विच एवर स्पोर्ट दे लाइक, एंड देन मे बी they can show them on screen about the previous sports person जिन्होंने अच्छा किया, या जो अभी के sports person है जो अच्छा कर रहे हैं, उनके बारे में knowledge आए, उनकी training के बारे में दिखाया जाए. So how much they can learn by seeing all that, and maybe क्या पता उनको interest भी आ जाए to do well at the highest level. तो वो बच्चे जो 6, 7, 8 साल के हैं, I mean उनके लिए ये अगर रखा जाए तो यू नेवर नो, मे बी स्कूल से ही कोई बच्चे हाईएस्ट लेवल पे खेल सकते हैं कोई भी स्पोर्ट. And
It started at schooling level itself, no? It started in early days only.
Yes, Russia, China and all, they start at the age of 3. चाहे टेनिस हो, चाहे बैडमिंटन हो, to become a professional. 3. तो यहाँ पे तो बोलते हैं कि you know when they speak to me, he or she just 10. मैंने कहा 10 तक तो they have won the national championships. I can't say that, but it's.
At which age you won your first national?
I was 9 when I started, so district championship and all, I won within 3-4 months. So I was very,
so
very
by
good.
10 you were district champion.
I was national champion by 10.
By 10 you were national champion.
Under 13
so
also.
from district to state to a national.
Yes, very fast. My journey was actually very, very fast. Not many can do that, you know. Many will achieve maybe by 14, 15. But my journey was real fast, you know. 1-2-3 महीने में district champion, state champion हो. So this happened because I was, you know, वो बड़े एकेडमी में मुझे भेजा गया when I was 9. So I could see what training it is. I could train under good national coaches. But in school, how will you teach the kid? You know, how will they know badminton कैसे खेला जाता है? How will they know टेनिस कैसे खेला जाता है या क्रिकेट कैसे खेला जाता है? वहाँ पे तो बेस्ट कोचेस आते नहीं है. So they will have to go to the academy. But वहाँ पे भी if when I go to the schools, I see everything. You know, all the stadiums are fantastic. They have best coach, best everything. But it's just that वहाँ पे भी coaches, trainers ये सब आए तो they will be much more मतलब good with the sports as well. And I feel mental training is also very important. So if they start it early, by say again 6, 7, 8 mental trainers भी हो अगर school में, so they can focus a lot more well in studies and in sports, and उनको उतना stress pressure जो later life में आएगा उसके लिए वो ready रहेंगे. Maybe initially I don't know how the mental trainers will do it. Maybe उनको in a fun way or whatever way उनको mentally इतना strong बना देंगे कि that later on in life they can handle the life really well, and they will be confident as well. और जो आजकल के बच्चों को मैं देखती हूँ कुछ pressure है, stress है, तो parents से भी discuss नहीं करते. They like to keep it with themselves. I mean they are very strong, brave, smart, but it's just that I think in this way they will be much more confident, and the leading life will be much more easier अगर mental trainers भी साथ में हो तो.
But and Saina ji, but what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing academics closely because of my interest area. Also seeing sports people very closely. I think issue क्या हो रहा है कि जो academics है ना, it's a business. So a school have to give lots of homework. They have to give lots of projects. So, and the sports does not give you hefty fee, which otherwise you can charge from a student.
Yes.
Your sports to a greater extent is not so costly. I'm talking in terms of fees. The academics fees are reasonably lower compared to the school fees. Every school is charging 2.5 lakh rupees, but after 2 lakh rupees of the school fees. Now, so you don't allow them to play sports because the homework, the project, the assignment is very important.
Yeah.
People compete for something which is not important. For example, grades.
Of course.
And one is getting A+, then the whole class run that he's getting A+, we are not getting A+. So that's the problem which is coming on a parenting side.
Yes.
And then the biggest thing is because you keep on getting A+ from first standard, 70, 80, 90%, you keep on getting till 12th. And then you see a failure, what happened to your mindset? So they are mentally weak. While when someone is playing a sports, they are seeing failure on day one.
Day one, yes.
And they've been, so there is a more failure, less success. They grown up seeing failure, and that's where the whole difference is, I think, coming up. But it's a well point. Now, Haryana has made any difference, particularly in sports side, because wrestlers come from Haryana, boxer normally come from Haryana, Kapil Dev.
Haryana.
All said and done Haryana. But point of what I'm trying to tell you is more on a physical fighting side, physical strength, and from there you pick the badminton. So there are two questions. One is, yes, Haryana roots have helped you in picking up sports and that mindset which has allowed you to excel at this level. And second is, while the region is more dominated by certain type of sports, how you pick the badminton as your passion?
I think it definitely matters. So maybe I think in North आप देख सकते हैं काफी strong बच्चे आते हैं वहाँ से. बट नॉर्थ से ज़्यादा अगर आप नॉर्थ ईस्ट में देखें तो उधर और भी स्ट्रांग है बच्चे, आसाम से, यू नो, बिहार से भी मैंने देखे काफ़ी बच्चे अच्छे स्ट्रांग हैं, उड़ीसा से भी, यू नो, दे ऑल वेरी वेरी स्ट्रांग। इट जस्ट दैट वहाँ पे अभी तक इतना गेम जैसे ना एकेडमीज नहीं आए हैं, लेकिन नेचुरली हाँ बॉडी वाइज आई कैन से कि काफ़ी अच्छा खाना, तगड़े लोग उधर, देसी खाना भी काफ़ी हद तक रहता है, तो आई थिंक इसकी वजह से शायद बॉडीली स्ट्रांग है वहाँ पे, और इसलिए काफ़ी प्लेयर्स हरियाणा से आते हैं। वो मैं भी अभी सोच रही थी कि लास्ट टाइम के ओलंपियंस या उससे पहले बार भी जो थे काफ़ी हरियाणा वाले थे जो मेडल्स लेके आए रेसलिंग में या बॉक्सिंग में। आई जस्ट फील खाना अच्छा रहेगा सर, और देन एटीट्यूड ऑल्सो इज लाइक देख लेंगे, यू नो, हम ऐसे ऐसा है, तो ये एटीट्यूड है कि देख लेंगे जो होगा कोर्ट पे, तो रिस्क लेने का एटीट्यूड बहुत है। आई थिंक दैट्स व्हाई माय पेरेंट्स टुक लॉट ऑफ रिस्क टू पुट मी इन अ स्पोर्ट व्हिच वाज नॉट वेरी पॉपुलर, बट दे वर नॉट श्योर कहाँ तक पहुंचूंगी। एटलीस्ट नेशनल में जॉब मिल जाएगा तो ठीक है, बट एटीट्यूड वाज लाइक कि इसको चैंपियन बनाना ही है, तो उनसे मुझे आ गया। एंड मुझे खुद भी बाय द टाइम आई वाज 12-13 तो मुझे चैंपियन बनना ही है, एंड दैट वाज यू नो माय एटीट्यूड, यू नो, somehow I used to see everyone, I used to be like ऐसा तो नहीं, मुझे चैंपियन बनना है, मैं चाहे जितनी भी उसके लिए पुश करना पड़े मुझे। आई वाज नॉट समवन हाईली टैलेंटेड, और या रनिंग में आई यूज्ड टू बी द लास्ट वन टू कम एंड फिनिश, लास्ट में ख़त्म करती थी, लेकिन मुझे एक था मेरे अंदर कि मुझे आई वांट टू बी बेस्ट, और उसके लिए मुझे कितने बार भी वो स्ट्रोक प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़े, चाहे जो टैलेंटेड वाला जो प्लेयर है वो अगर 100 बार कर रहा है तो मैं 200 बार करूंगी, मैं उसको 1000 बार करूंगी, लेकिन आई ऑल्सो वॉन्ट टू गेट इट राइट। अगर मैं नींद में भी हूँ तो मैं वो शॉट डालूंगी तो वो लाइन पे गिरना चाहिए। अगर ट्रेनिंग में मैं लास्ट आ रही हूँ, दूसरे बच्चे मुझसे अच्छे कर रहे हैं, तो फिर भी मैं उसे कंप्लीट करूंगी। वो एटीट्यूड मेरे अंदर था। और बाकी तो फिर कोर्ट पे देखते थे तो उनको लगता था कि इतनी फास्ट कैसे है कोर्ट पे, बट ट्रेनिंग में तो स्लो है, पीछे आ रही है। तो आई थिंक आई वाज नॉट समवन हु वाज वेरी टैलेंटेड, बट यस हम देख लेंगे, नेवर गिविंग एटीट्यूड है, गिविंग अप एटीट्यूड है, और हरा के ही रहेंगे। ये सब एटीट्यूड आई थिंक थोड़ा है नेचुरली हरियाणा में। एंड बाकी जो है उनको बहुत मेहनत करनी पड़ती है बॉडी वाइज टू टोन इट अप एंड टू गेट दैट मसल्स एंड बिकम स्ट्रांग, बट उधर थोड़ा नेचुरल भी आ जाता है। एंड फाइनली मुझे लगता है कि इसकी वजह से रेसलिंग और जो बॉक्सिंग है वो कंटिन्यूसली अच्छा कर रही है, और अब बैडमिंटन में भी ऑलमोस्ट आई कैन सी 6-7 प्लेयर्स फ्रॉम हरियाणा हु आर डूइंग वेल। यस,
coming back to your badminton journey, many matches which you have won was remarkable in terms of like you were almost losing,
yes,
right?
Dramatic matches, yeah.
Because that is how we been introduced to you when we were watching television, and because no, in India also still when someone is losing and then they win, then the impact on their mind is very different. I think 2010,
yeah,
while you were
2010
it was a match point,
yes,
most probably, and
Commonwealth game,
yes,
yes.
and then it was a match point which you saved,
Malaysian
and then,
was on match point,
yes, and then
I
you
saved
won,
it,
and I think then you won the medal also.
yes, gold medal, yeah.
Same I think later on happened in the quarterfinal of Olympic where you were trailing
Yes.
again. It was a very
2017 down the
yes,
second
and
set, yeah.
correct, and then you again bounce back.
Yeah.
So what I realized is in general you take game along, and that's your strength, which normally many believes Indian badminton players weakness. They if they you have a rally, they lose. So what was that reason why you were performing so well when you were in a crisis situation or you were on the verge of losing and then you bounce back?
Yes.
So what was the reason? Why? And this has not happened once. See, if you see your matches, if it's because
Many times.
being an MBA finance, I can see the numbers, so I can analyze things. So like if I analyze those matches, you did number of times. And what was the reason?
Yes, so I think it was when I look back at my matches, I also feel अरे बाप रे last point. Many matches I've played like very dramatic matches. जैसे एक सिनेमा चल रहा हो, and a lot of my colleagues, you know, players who used to travel with me for tournaments, they used to sit and watch my match and they used to be like यार आज तो heart attack आ गया है वो rally में. In fact, my parents used to travel. They used to feel like ये लड़की आज स्टेट खत्म नहीं करेगी, 3 सेट में लंबे लंबे रैलीज होते हैं. I think I was good with stamina. I was good with someone who could attack very hard, but also the opponents whom I faced at that point of time, the Chinese were like, वो हमें ऐसे देखते थे जैसे कि हम कोई है ही नहीं उनके सामने. You know, they were in top 10. There were 8 Chinese players, and me and one girl from Denmark was there, and they used to walk in front of us like we are the best in the world. And those girls were like each round, मतलब आपको pre-quarters, quarters, वही येलो शर्ट वही रेड शर्ट दिखता रहता था, एंड यू वर लाइक मुझे इन 8 लोगों के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है, एंड दे आर प्रिपेयरिंग ओनली फॉर मी.
करेक्ट.
तो वो एक चीज हो जाती थी कि लॉन्ग मैचेस, क्योंकि वो भी नहीं छोड़ रहे, मैं भी नहीं छोड़ रही हूँ, उनका भी आई थिंक प्लस पॉइंट है कि वो भी रैलीज बहुत अच्छा करते थे. दे ऑल्सो यूज टू प्ले सच शार्प शॉट्स, एंड वो लंबे लंबे चाइनीज थे सब, उनके हर एक शॉट वाज रियली डीप, एंड यू नो दे टू जो कोर्ट कवरेज था वो भी बहुत ही ईजी था उनके लिए. एंड दैट इज हाउ आई थिंक आई यूज्ड टू फील दैट इनको रैली करना ही पड़ेगा, शॉट्स उठाने ही पड़ेंगे. सो इफ यू सी मे बी दे माइट से दीज थिंग्स अबाउट मी, दैट साइना likes to engage in long rallies and then finish the shot with a smash or a good drop shot. And I think it was all again natural. I was I just said that I didn't have to train much for the stamina part because I was good with rallying and I was good with my smashes, but I was not very good with my drop shots or playing those very good sharp shots. So I had to learn it a lot more. But naturally I think I was gifted with good rallying, running, and coaches भी बोलते थे नडाल की तरह, you just keep running and picking up shots, and all the matches of yours are so interesting to watch. In fact, I keep still watching my matches on YouTube, and it feels very interesting to see, especially the last few points of each and every match. And I used to be like, oh my god, am I winning this point? I still watch it like that. But I don't know, ऐसा रहा, और काफी लोगों से मैंने यही सुना कि they just used to feel so nice looking at those tough rallies and some moments which we felt that आप हारने वाले हो, but you pulled it out in a very good way. And that is because I didn't want to give up even in last point. मुझे हमेशा वो एक belief था कि no, I can convert it. And even in Commonwealth Games the stadium was full, and वो medal इतना change करने वाला था situation कि हम टैली में सेकंड पे आने वाले थे इंडिया, एंड इट वाज रियली इम्पोर्टेंट दैट मेडल, वो गोल्ड मेडल मैच मेरे लिए. एंड आई कुड सी द स्टेडियम इज सो फुल, आई कांट इवन हियर द शटल, मतलब उसका साउंड या स्कोर कुछ भी मेरे दिमाग में नहीं आ रहा था. प्लस ऑब्वियसली द स्ट्रेस, बिकॉज एवरीवन वांट्स यू टू विन, इवन द कोचेस, एवरीवन वाज अंडर स्ट्रेस in home country, and you want to win it in front of your people. They are actually praying for you, shouting for you. And I'm like keeping myself really relaxed, calm. No, it'll happen. I will do well. I will win it. And the last point, when she was on the match point, my shot fell just on the line.
Yes.
And that time we didn't have the review system, and it could have gone either way. The line judge पर depend करता है, वो right देगा या out देगा. So I was just looking at the line judge, and she was actually enjoying that moment. She was like, "It's done." She was enjoying with her coach, and suddenly the line judge is giving it right. And I was like, oh my god, it's 20 all now. Now I have to really, finish this set, so that third set may, let's see how it goes. And after that I got 2 points. I won the set 20-20. And third game I won 21-13. And that is when, again, the stamina played a big part. She got little tired in the third set. So third set 21-13.
But the important point was the match point. See.
Yes, yes.
So third she got tired, it's fine.
Yes.
And here what happened, when a human face a crisis situation, in those crisis situation is a fight of you against you.
Yes.
So how that delicate portion used to handle, that is how the other you used to win against the you, because there is a one positive, there is a negative, and in such situation probably the negative mindset drives the positive one. So how you used to handle those situations?
And also I didn't have any mental trainer or a trainer or physio at that point of time. Physio was there, but I got one physio when I was 19. So just 1 year before that tournament we got the physio. But I think you should, now it's much more easier to, if you see Carolina Marin from Spain, she has 2 mental trainers. तो मेंटल ट्रेनिंग की बहुत इम्पोर्टेंस है आजकल. तो मैं ये बोलना चाहूँगी कि ऑल्दो आई डिडंट हैव इट, नेचुरली थोड़ा फाइटिंग एटीट्यूड ज़्यादा था, बट सबको रखना चाहिए एक मेंटल ट्रेनर का, एक उनका एडवाइस लेना ही चाहिए. बिकॉज लास्ट पॉइंट्स पे आई जस्ट यूज्ड टू फील, आई यूज्ड टू टॉक टू माई सेल्फ सेइंग दैट इट इज डेफिनेटली गोइंग टू कम टू मी, चाहे वो ना भी आए, लेकिन आई एम गोइंग टू फाइट टिल द एंड. क्योंकि मेरा एक एटीट्यूड है कि आई विल गिव माई बेस्ट. I will गिव इट ऑल, यू नो, आई डोंट वांट टू लूज अ मैच. मतलब मेरा वो एटीट्यूड ही नहीं है कि आई थिंक जितना भी मैंने मैचेस खेले होंगे सब बहुत हार्ड फॉट मैचेस होंगे, कहीं भी मैंने ऐसा इजीली गिव अप नहीं किया है. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू गिव माय बेस्ट. आई वांट टू मेक माय पेरेंट्स प्राउड, माय कोच प्राउड बाय गिविंग इट ऑल. आई डोंट वांट टू जस्ट गेट स्केयर्ड कि अब मैं डर जाऊं इस सिचुएशन से. ऐसी आई थिंक मैं कभी प्लेयर थी ही नहीं, तो मैं डरना नहीं चाहती थी. और ये सिचुएशंस में आपको अपने आप ही हेल्प मिलेगा, क्योंकि कोर्ट पे आप अकेले ही हैं. कोच पीछे से आपको पॉइंट्स बोल सकते हैं, व्हाट टू प्ले व्हाट नॉट टू प्ले. इम्प्लीमेंट करने वाले आप ही है. कोई भी आपको पीछे से सपोर्ट कर सकता है, बट फाइनली इट्स यू who will have to be calm, relaxed,
But
and thinking at that point of
Sainaji,
time.
unfortunately, what is happening? People are seeing this podcast or your content also as sports content,
Mhm.
and as a third person, when we see this,
Mhm.
see, everyone faces setback in life.
Yes, everyone goes through.
You may face a setback in career, in a job, in your relationship, in your
Any-
profession.
Yes,
So what is important is the process to come out of this setback.
yes,
And when someone runs through your life,
Mhm.
your matches, your journey, you are doing excellent between 2012 2015.
yes.
You were at
Became
peak
world
of your
number one.
performance.
Yes, yes.
And in 2016, out of your injury, you in an Olympic somehow, no, you could not
I got back,
do
but yeah,
what you should have done. Earlier days also, probably before 2010, some of the matches you were leading and then
I
you
know.
lost.
Yeah.
Injury harassed you a lot of late.
Yes,
And so when we see this, we realize knowingly, unknowingly, you have mastered an art of coming out of
Coming.
those setback.
yes.
So every other humans who are watching this particular podcast, they also face a setback. So if you share that method by which people really, because I think the process of coming out of the setback is very critical, which normally people don't share or people do not discuss. So any idea like how you used to manage those situations, how you handle those setbacks?
Setbacks is something.
And your inner voice, like genuinely what you have felt and how you overcome. No?
Yeah.
Because that helps so many people
So
across
many,
the
of
country.
course, it will help a lot of people out there to come out of it. But naturally, I just mentioned that it was. I must have not slept many nights. I must have cried so many nights. I must have had some rubbish food to make myself feel good. But in the process, you know, I realized these things won't help unless you show up next day to train, unless you do what is actually correct it, what is actually going wrong. And these are the things which will help you make it right at the right time. So it's not about you cry how much ever you want, you eat whatever you want, but these are the things which are actually not going to work. The thing which is going to work, even if you're upset, you're crying, show up next day, train. You lost the match, go immediately train what mistake you did. You did net shots mistakes or smashing mistake or everything went out. Try and hit inside the court. Try and target the center line instead of targeting the sidelines. And hit that 100 times, 200 times until you just hit it inside in the hand also it's okay, but just run and take it. So these are the things, you know, you become really hard on yourself in those ways. And obviously you learn with experience. It's not that first match only I would have done something great, but I did great, you know, for sure, because I was someone who wanted to really achieve something which was there in the mind of my mom initially, and then of course it came in me. But it was never, I think, if I remember, even my national matches, district matches, all were very, very close matches, and I must have lost everything like 22-20, 21-19, and that is even more, torture to take. You know, why it is 21-19? You know, I should have lost 21-10 at least. उसमें ठीक लगता था. लेकिन जो एटीट्यूड था ना सर, इमीडिएटली जाके जिम करना टू बी बेटर देन द अदर पर्सन. इट वाज नॉट अबाउट द पर्सन हु डिफीटेड मी, बट टू बी बेस्ट, टू बी द बेस्ट आउट ऑफ ऑल ऑफ देम. सो दैट आई थिंक, and I used to cry doing all those things, you know, cry doing my same routine of drop shots or rallies, or even the coaches used to see sometimes and they used to be like, cry से रोने से कुछ नहीं होगा, because they make you like that. रोने से कुछ नहीं होगा. You cry, what should we do about it? In fact, they are feeling bad that she's lost the match, but they will put up a face saying that रोने से क्या होगा. And then पीछे they are ready with the racket to hit on your calf muscles, you know, they're ready to hit you.
Correct.
And उससे और रोना आता है और गुस्सा आता है, why it is not happening, why it is not working, you know. Initially you feel why वो मुझे मार क्यों रहा है, लेकिन then you feel कि नहीं मुझे अच्छा करना है, I want to make my coach and my parents proud and you take it in a positive way. काफ़ी बच्चे हैं जो थोड़े से नेगेटिव लेके immediately बैठ जाते हैं मुझे नहीं करना है, but then you tell them nicely नहीं होगा, अच्छे से होगा, then you also speak in a good way. बट आई वॉज समवन हु वॉज एक्चुअली ये चीज़ों को भी मैं बहुत पॉजिटिव लेती थी, थोड़ा गुस्सा आता था बट आई विल प्रूव कि मैं अच्छा कर सकती हूँ, आई विल प्रूव दैट आई एम गोइंग टू बी द बेस्ट. सो इफ यू मेक योर सेल्फ लाइक दैट देन यू फेस दोज डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशंस बहुत कम लाइफ में. बट अगर तुम थोड़ा वो 19-20 रह जाते हो तो हमेशा थोड़ा बहुत ये रहता है टॉर्चर लाइफ में कि कैसे संभालना है. एक दिन में यू गो थ्रू मेनी इमोशंस एज स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन, यू लाफ, यू गेट एंग्री, यू क्राई, यू अगेन लाफ, आउट ऑफ nowhere you just be laughing and then other person is asking क्यों हंस रहे हो. मैंने कहा ट्रेनिंग बहुत अच्छी हुई है यार, बट रिजल्ट तो अच्छा नहीं आया टूर्नामेंट में, क्या हो गया, नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट में अच्छा आएगा. द एटीट्यूड becomes like that.
It's a great. We just saw in the current World Cup, Sanju Samson was not even.
Yes.
They were considering for the team.
Imagine,
And he's supposed to be out of the World Cup itself.
Yes.
And then
you have to accept it कि आप वो लायक नहीं हो. वो काफी टाइम ना सॉरी टू से आई हैव सीन सच प्लेयर्स जो बोलते हैं कि नहीं मैं कर सकता तो हूँ, और उतना ट्रेनिंग नहीं होता है ना, उतना ट्रेनिंग तो कर भी नहीं रहे और मैं बोल भी नहीं सकती क्योंकि अगर मैं बोलूंगी देन ऑब्वियसली ही विल और शी विल फील बैड.
नहीं, बट आपने जो वर्ड बोला कि यू हैव टू एक्सेप्ट दैट कि आप उतने लायक नहीं हो, सो व्हाट इज द रेमेडी, उसका सॉल्यूशन क्या होता है?
तो अपने आप पे वर्क करना पड़ेगा, या तो इतना वर्क करना पड़ेगा कि यू विल हैव टू सैक्रिफाइस सो मेनी थिंग्स, और अगर आप सोचेंगे मैं क्यों इतना सैक्रिफाइस करूं तो वो होगा भी नहीं. सैक्रिफाइस इन ए वे दैट गो टू योर टीचर, गो टू योर कोच, गो टू योर पेरेंट्स, ट्राई एंड करेक्ट इट कि क्या मेरे से मिस्टेक हो रही है, क्योंकि बाहर बैठने वाले ज्यादा अच्छा बोल सकते हैं. मुझसे भी इतनी गलतियां हुई हैं, कितने मैचेस मैंने हारे होंगे जीतने के लिए, कितने बार मैंने अपने पेरेंट्स को के ऊपर चिल्लाया होगा, कोच के ऊपर चिल्लाया होगा, बट दे अंडरस्टैंड कि कहाँ से आ रहा है वो, एंड देन इमीडिएटली 5 मिनट्स के बाद सॉरी मम्मी, सॉरी पापा, बट दे आर द वंस हु अंडरस्टैंड यू. दे आर लाइक हाँ मैच की वजह से फ्रस्ट्रेशन आ जाता है, बट अगर आप अपना आप पे वर्क नहीं करेंगे देयर इज नोबडी हु कैन हेल्प यू. आपके पेरेंट्स भी आपको थोड़ा गुस्सा करेंगे, फिर आपको हंसा भी देंगे, आपके कोचेस भी आपको थोड़ा सिखा देंगे, और फिर बट फाइनली इट्स आपके अंदर है कि आप कर सकते हैं कि नहीं कर सकते. या तो आप उल्टा जवाब दे के बोल सकते हैं कि नहीं मैं तो ठीक हूँ, मैं कर लूंगा, तो ठीक है कर लो फिर अपना. नहीं, आप एक्सेप्ट करते हो कि आप कुछ नहीं हो, मुझे बेस्ट बनना है वर्ल्ड का, तो वो बेस्ट बनने वाले 2-3 ही रहते हैं, नहीं तो वहां पे पूरी दुनिया है जो टॉप 100 में है. तो वो ही जाके अपनी गलती मान के अपने कोचेस से, अपने टीचर्स से पूछेंगे या अपने पेरेंट्स से पूछेंगे, आपने मेरा मैच तो देखा होगा, क्या गलती हो गई हो मुझसे. और कोई भी, चाहे आपके पेरेंट्स वो लेवल पे नहीं भी खेले हो, बट वो देख के आपको बोल सकते हैं देखिए तुझसे क्लियर मिस्टेक हुआ है. तो यू ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड एंड लर्न फ्रॉम दीज पीपल हु आर क्लोज टू. दैट्स व्हाई स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन इज लाइक अ बेबी, स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन इज ट्रीटेड लाइक ए बेबी, क्योंकि उसका मसाज, फिजियो, उसका ट्रेनर, उसकी मेंटल ट्रेनिंग, उसका खाना, उसका एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी मॉनिटर्ड वेरी वेल. अगर आपने हल्का सा लड्डू ज्यादा खा लिया और उसने नहीं खाया जो वर्ल्ड नंबर 1 है, वो गोल्ड मेडल लेके चले जाएगा, और बाद में यही सुनना पड़ेगा वो तूने थोड़ा एक्स्ट्रा खा लिया उसकी वजह से यू लॉस्ट द मैच. अदरवाइज गेम तो सेम ही था, वो 19-20 का फर्क क्यों हुआ? सो अनलेस यू एक्सेप्टेड दिस इज माय मिस्टेक, आई डिड इट, आई डिड दैट मिस्टेक, एंड बी सॉरी फॉर दैट एंड be grounded, go ask your mistakes, go ask your mistake from the trainer, where am I lacking, कहाँ मेरी स्पीड और इम्प्रूव हो सकती है, कहाँ मेरे स्ट्रोक्स और इम्प्रूव हो सकते हैं. वैसे ही आप उसको अपने जो पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में आपकी मिस्टेक्स, आप सोचिए आप पढ़ाई में या आपकी जॉब में या कहाँ आपकी मिस्टेक हो रही है, तो आपके कोई मेंटोर तो होंगे जो आपको सिखा रहे हैं, या आपसे कोई वो लेवल पे अचीव कर चुका होगा जो आपको बता सकता है लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस, तो थोड़ा उससे सीखिए. एंड दैट्स व्हाई आई जस्ट मेंशन के जो बॉसेस भी होंगे कंपनी के, वो सब तो नहीं बन सकते, वो भी काफी कम ही लोग होंगे और उनके भी इतने हार्डशिप्स होंगे फॉर श्योर. Yeah.
No, but what I think, you are making very keen statement indirectly. It's about responsibility you need to take. And no victim mindset help you. And I think yes, majority of people they blame someone else. मेरी गलती नहीं थी, उसने ये कर दिया, ये हो गया, गलती से हो गया, मुझे क्या मालूम था. आई थिंक दिस
उन्होंने मुझे कुछ नहीं किया. आफ्टर सर्टेन एज दे विल से मम्मी पापा ने सिखाया नहीं था. तो ये क्या आपने खुद नहीं करने की कोशिश की, शायद उन्होंने सिखाया भी होगा.
आई थिंक रिस्पांसिबिलिटी.
यस.
The hardest thing you did in your life to achieve this status at the rank? What the hardest thing you did?
So I think I moved from Hyderabad to Bangalore. That was the hardest thing. Never did anything like that before. it was such a big decision of I think my career that I lost 6 World Championship quarterfinals, and I had the Olympic medal, but I was like, why it is happening that I'm not able to get the World Championship medal? And in fact, I was speaking to Gopi sir as well, and that point of time, we didn't have this one-to-one coaching system. Obviously, Gopi sir had to look after 30-40 kids. So it was just getting very difficult for him also to travel to most of the tournaments. And for me as well, I think I was not able to correct the mistakes maybe which were happening. And we were watching the matches, but there was something which was going wrong and we were not able to pick it up well. And when you're playing at the highest level, you obviously want to keep achieving more. As a player, you are definitely selfish. You want to achieve more. If you see Djokovic or the top players in tennis also keep changing their coaches in few months, and they want to keep winning every title. They want to be in top 5 as long as possible. And everyone is thinking for themselves. Yes, I was thinking a lot that I was with the coach for so many years. People might say a lot of things. अगेन इंडिया में ही काफ़ी लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं, बट अगर बाहर देखते हैं तो दे कीप चेंजिंग देयर कोचेस एवरी 2-3 months. But I thought a lot about it, and I was like, no, I have to take the decision for myself. I don't want to regret later that I didn't try. Sports person's career is not that long. You will have to, after 30, you become little slow. Injuries take a lot of time to recover, and it's not going to be so easy to push later like how you push it in your early 20s, or it gets very difficult. So all these thoughts were there in the mind. My parents were not very sure. They were like, are you sure you want to move from your house to just an academy, live in a small room and make a career there now? I was like, whatever it takes, I want to shift and see, I want to change the atmosphere and see. I want to basically see where I'm going wrong. From world number 2, I went to world number 9. And now if I don't work it out, then maybe it will just be, because they're catching me. They're like 8-9 Chinese players. They're not 1-2, they're all of them who are working on me. But am I working on all of them? Even if I defeat 1-2, there is another 3-4 who is working on me. But I think I cried a lot. I was thinking for 1 week what to do. But I was like, if I don't take the step, I will just be thinking what to do. So I just took the step. I went there with my mom. Papa lived here in Hyderabad. My mom was with me there for 3 years. And the moment I went there, within 3-4 months, I understood that my speed was not very good. I was a little slow in reacting to the shots. I improved that. Change of atmosphere for sure. I felt fresh. And immediately from world number 9, I reached world number 1, back-to-back too many finals, winning India Open, winning a lot of All England finals, World Championship. First time I got medal after moving there, silver medal. And again, winning so many Super Series and Asian Games medal, of playing the finals of Denmark Open, Indonesia Open winner. So these were the things which I think changed a lot, that speed which was required to defeat the Chinese players improved a lot more. And I could also give tough fight to the one who was actually defeating me in every match, Wang Yihan. She had this 10-1 head-to-head. She was 10 and I was 1. And it was not like a rivalry also. She was thrashing me in every tournament. So I had to figure out what is going wrong. And after that, I think after moving to Bangalore, I defeated her next 5-6 times. Right. And then she retired after that. But this thing is very important for a player who's playing at the highest level, that you get one-to-one coach, one-to-one trainer, so that they can only work on your mistakes, only can put that energy in your game, because you cannot, as a player, you can only push and you want to rest and then recover for the next training session. As a player, you can't do both training thing and playing. It is going to be very hectic for you. So as a player, you just need to do the training, go and rest, and then do the training, go and rest. And the coach and trainers are making plan for you, and you have to actually rest. So these were the things which I think at that particular time, I became everything for myself, took that step and went there. And I'm glad it worked out well. I became world number 1. But in a way, it was so difficult that my father was here for 3 years and my mom was there. So he was like, I can't forget, and I can't believe you took that step, but we are happy and proud that you thought it is going to be good for you, and you challenged, you know.
Chinese player, Indian players in the check. Why they win so many medals? Even Olympic also, you see all games.
Yes, they are very good.
They do remarkably.
Yeah, I think they are very professional about it. They are, they have been winning from 40-50 years. So uska matlab they are at a stage where they know how to produce champions. They are at a stage where they have got so many medals, so they know how to keep producing, how to keep improving the players. And all the former players who have won at the highest level are their coaches now. Every small village has an academy. There are like 30,000-40,000 players who play, I think. So many players who want to play. And coaches go to every school and pick up the sports person for their particular sport. They find out whether this person is good for table tennis, this one is good for maybe this sport or that sport. I think that is what makes a difference. That is so professional there. And once they are in the sport, they're in the sport. They are not studying then. It's full-time job.
Right.
It's like a full-time
It's
job.
equal with an education.
Yes, but they are, I think, I'm sure, guaranteed for some kind of a job after playing, or some help is definitely there so that they can fully focus on the sport. In India, still, you know, we need to grow and understand that player needs to just be free of all these kind of
Financial
you know,
security
problems.
is also not
yeah.
there. So if they
Yes.
do not succeed, there are financial challenges, the
Yes.
employment issues are.
So after 11th and 12th, they take the decision in India that whether we should study or continue playing.
That call.
It's definitely their call, you know. It's not, I cannot say anything. I cannot keep telling them you take the risk, because by 11th, 12th, you also understand what your capability is, at what level you can play, and you understand by yourself. Even coaches are there to tell you and give you right advice.
Very
Yes. And of course, parents also understand.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
yeah.
So, what are the things which badminton sports have taught, which now you are using in your life? So what sports taught you for life? So, naturally, you play, but any specific lessons?
I think it teaches you to be very disciplined, you know. सोना एक टाइम पे है, उठना एक टाइम पे है, अच्छा खाना है, and you don't feel like eating anything else except for Sundays, क्योंकि वो आदत हो गई है. Sunday में थोड़ा बहुत खा लेंगे, फिर week wise वैसा ही रहता है. Then obviously training, you want to be in the gym, you want to sweat it out, it will make you more fresh. You go through difficult phase because you have been an active sports person for so many years, and your mind is just not resting to think about normal life, you know, just be in peace. वो भी नहीं रहता है, तो then you want to do a lot of meditation and work on your breathing, and you want to relax your mind, क्योंकि mind सबसे ज़्यादा I think चालू है. आपको कुछ भी करवा सकता है immediately. 1 minute में you're happy, 1 minute में you're sad. So I want to just improve myself, and that I have learned from sports कि आपको अपने आप को improve करना चाहिए. Every day you can learn something. You can watch. I keep watching my matches. I keep watching the other matches the players are playing. I keep learning from that कि अब क्या change हो रहा है, पहले क्या था जो
You are working on your mind. Because what you correctly said,
Yeah.
it is the biggest problem.
problem, and that is with lot of breathing exercises, with lot of I think meditation is also required a lot, in especially now because of the phone. Clearly because of the phone, क्योंकि पहले मैं देखती थी मेरे पेरेंट्स भी रोज ऑफिस जाते थे, मम्मी भी रोज घर में काम करती हैं, तो लेकिन कभी ये थॉट या कभी ये बात हुई भी नहीं कि मैं स्ट्रेस से गुजर रहा हूँ, या मैं मम्मी बोल रही है, या मैं टेंशन में हूँ. हुआ होगा उनके बीच में कुछ बातें, बट आई नेवर हर्ड कि ये कुछ प्रॉब्लम उनके लाइफ में ऐसे हुई भी होंगी, तो कभी उनको पता नहीं ना कि दूसरा मेरे से कितना बेटर कर रहा है, या वो तो अचीव कर रहा है वो लेवल पे, मैं क्यों नहीं कर रहा हूँ. बट लाइफ वाज गोइंग वेरी स्मूथ.
You can settle down within
Yes.
that four boundary.
यस.
Yeah.
तो अभी आई थिंक ये एक चैलेंज है. तो बाकी सीखने को भी सोशल मीडिया से बहुत कुछ है, दैट दे गिव यू वेरी गुड एडवाइसेस. आपको इतने सारे गुरु हैं वहाँ पे आपको बताने के लिए. एंड बाकी मुझे लगता है जितना आप फिजिकल हेल्थ पे ध्यान रखेंगे, जितना आप फिजिकल वर्कआउट करेंगे, जितना घर से बाहर वॉकिंग या अपना काम पे ध्यान देंगे, वैसे भी आप डिसिप्लिन ही रहेंगे, क्योंकि आप 7-8 घंटे बिल्कुल चुप अपने काम पे ध्यान करते हैं. हार्डली कोई बातें होती हैं या किसी बात को सोचने का इतना टाइम रहता है, बिकॉज यू आर बिजी विद योर वर्क. बट जब भी आपको टाइम मिलता है कीप वर्किंग आई थिंक फिजिकली, क्योंकि जो गुस्सा आपके अंदर हो भी वो आप वहाँ पे उतार सकते हैं. ट्रेडमिल पे अपना गुस्सा उतार दीजिए, वेट्स पे अपना गुस्सा उतार दीजिए, एंड आई कैन गारंटी से दैट 1.5 आवर में आप इतना फ्रेश होके बाहर निकलेंगे. या अपना जो भी गुस्सा है स्क्वाश में या पिकल बॉल में अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ थोड़ा बहुत खेल के यू विल फील फ्रेश आफ्टर दैट. यस.
Last question. You value what more, talent or an attitude? So
एटीट्यूड, हार्ड वर्क प्लस टैलेंट हो तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है.
yeah, but so out of talent and attitude, you have to choose one.
Attitude, discipline, that is very important. And then showing up every day, fever, cold, no festivals, no birthdays. मतलब अगर आपको बनाना है तो सभी बनाते हैं. अगर आपको चैम्पियन बनना है तो संडेज भी ट्रेनिंग करनी पड़ेगी. इनफैक्ट आप माइकल फेल्प्स, क्रिस्टियानो रोनाल्डो, इतने सारे टॉप प्लेयर्स का भी एग्जांपल लें तो वो बोलते हैं कि मैंने संडेज भी 8 घंटे ट्रेनिंग करी थी. या जोकोविच से सुनेंगे कि मैंने जो मेरा मनपसंद खाना है वो इतने साल तक मैंने नहीं खाया क्योंकि मुझे जीतना था बहुत ज़्यादा. और जब एक टूर्नामेंट में जीता और मुझे क्रेविंग हो रही थी थोड़ी सी चॉकलेट खाने की, तो मैंने एक पीस खाया और जब तक उसे खाता रहा जब तक मुझे वो फीलिंग अच्छा लगा कि मैंने हाँ एक जीतने के बाद एक चॉकलेट खाई. सो इवन रोनाल्डो, ही इज़ इन अ टीम स्पोर्ट बट ही स्टिल went 1 hour earlier than everyone and wanted to practice his particular जो भी उनका drill है या जो भी है. And I think that's why he is Cristiano, you know, if everyone knows him. वरना इतने सारे players तो खेलते ही हैं. तो I think अगर best बनना है, if you want to really be number 1 or top 5 in your field, आपको बहुत सारे sacrifice तो करने ही पड़ेंगे. वो तो है सर.
So thank you very much
Thank you.
for coming to Wellspun World.
Thank you, sir.
And it was really did a nice interactions we had with you. Thank you for making this country proud.
Thank you.
And really, once upon a time it was China versus China, and that's great. The country like India can challenge China in their own home territory or in their sports or their cultural sports.
Yes.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.